Balut, also spelled as Balot, is a fertilized developing egg embryo that is boiled or steamed and eaten from the shell. It is commonly sold as street food in South China and Southeast Asian countries, notably the Philippines, Cambodia, and Vietnam. The length of incubation before the egg is cooked is a matter of local preference, but generally ranges between 14 and 21 days. Traditionally, the fertilized eggs are incubated in the sun or buried in sand and stored in baskets to retain warmth. After 9 days, the eggs are held to a light in a process called candling to reveal the embryo inside. The production of balut depends on egg maturation cycles, where the egg begins developing and changes in texture. Within the first few stages of maturation, balut is known as balut sa puti, wrapped in white when it is white. The embryo inside is insufficiently developed to show beak, feathers, or claws, and the bones are undeveloped. The duration of egg incubation is a matter of local preference. In the Philippines, balut is generally incubated for 14 to 18 days before being boiled for consumption. At about 14 to 16 days of incubation, the embryo floats on top of the egg white and yolk, and the balut is called mamatang. For most balut makers, the ideal incubation is said to be 17 days old. In the Vietnamese version, Trung Vt Lun, the egg is incubated for 19 to 21 days. When the embryo is old enough to be recognizable as a baby duck and has bones that will be firm but tender when cooked. There are other versions of balut. In the Cambodian version, Pong Tikan, the egg is incubated for 18 to 20 days. Some men prefer to eat an embryo that is much more developed, so that it looks gross, because that is a way to prove your manhood. During the cooking process, changes occur in the food chemistry of balut, such as the slow dispersion of water molecules within the embryonic fluid. This liquid becomes the broth for the solid, which are parts of the duck within the egg. Although balut mainly consists of protein, fat is present and is emulsified within the fertilized embryo. Heating high-protein foods such as balut can cause the chemical changes to take place and fully or partially denature proteins, causing the surface to become thick and causing an irreversible gel protein to form. After cooking, it can be considered a protein gel, depending on the length of time it was cooked. Heating high-protein foods such as balut can cause the chemical changes to take place and fully or partially denature proteins, causing the surface to become thick and causing an irreversible gel protein to form. Balut is consumed in high amounts within countries in Southeast Asia, including Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines. Balut is recognized as a national food of the Philippines. It is commonly sold as a street food and served as an appetizer in restaurants. The Pateros municipality was actually named for its duck farmers by speakers of Spanish. Pateros is a first-class municipality in Metro Manila, Philippines, that is famous for its duck raising industry and balut production. On April 10, 2015, former Pateros Mayor Jaime C. Medina collaborated with Center for Culinary Arts CCA, Manila and the History Channel to attempt to set the record for the world's largest serving of balut. The record was later awarded to Pateros, Metro Manila, and to this date, the record still stands.